Hey, what's up, everybody, and welcome to the Celebrate Columbus Show, powered by Johnson Whitkemper Insurance Services. My name is Josh Burnett, and as you can see, I've got another great guest with me today. I'm so excited. We're continuing this series on Turning Points, Child Abuse Prevention, Adult Prom. And today, I'm with Shannon McDonald from Taylor Brothers. How are you, Shannon?
Doing well. How are you?
I'm doing really well.
Good.
And thank you for making time for this, and I'm really excited to introduce you, for some, to Shannon and talk to him about why he chose to be a part of this great initiative, learn a little bit about him personally. He's very involved in our community, and then invite you to join us in this great opportunity. So Shannon, as we get started, I'm sure that there's several people that know you. You and I both grew up here in Columbus, and growing up here, we got to be a part of some different cool things, whether it's athletics, school, etc. But for those who might not know you, can you tell us a little bit about you and also what you do day to day?
Yeah. Again, thanks for having me. Glad to do it and glad to support Turning Points initiative with child abuse prevention. Like you said, grew up here in Columbus, graduated from Columbus North High School in 2013, went off to Bloomington at Indiana for a semester, came back, finished up at IU Columbus, got my MBA at IU Columbus as well, and So just been working at Taylor Brothers since 2014. I work on the accounting and finance side, and have done that for the last 12 years. And so, like you said, very Columbus oriented.
Yeah.
I've been involved in the community, been here for a long time, so love everything about Columbus.
That's awesome. And I know we have a mutual friend in Nick Williams.
Yeah.
And talk a little bit about why you chose to be a part of this child abuse prevention initiative with Turning Point.
Yeah, so Whitney and Nick had approached me and asked me to be a part of this initiative. And so when they said that the funding had dried up and the previous organization that managed the child abuse prevention prom, when they said that organization had dissolved, and Turning Point was taking the lead in managing the CAP prom, I was all in because I know what Turning Point's track record is. Mm-hmm. They do a great job in our community of supporting the things that they do, and so when my former high school teacher and coach Nick Williams and Whitney asked me to join, I was all on board. So
that's awesome.
Yeah.
So for those who know you, they know that you're very involved in the community. Could you tell us a little bit about what you do outside of Taylor Brothers to invest in Columbus?
Yeah, and I'm fortunate. I've been at a place like Taylor Brothers where the environment it has always been to give back, and so the leadership has always been has always pushed giving back to the community, and that's very important to us here at Taylor Brothers. And so I've been fortunate to be able to lend my time and resources and energy to initiatives in Columbus that are passionate that I'm passionate about. And so one of the things I'm involved in is the Columbus Redevelopment Commission. I've been on that for 5 years now, and so I really enjoy that work. It kind of lends itself to the work that I do at Taylor Brothers. Mm-hmm. And so getting an opportunity to kind of shape Columbus for future generations is really cool.
Yeah.
And so that's one of the things I do. I'm also involved at the Community Education Coalition. Mm-hmm. Higher education is really important to me. Mm-hmm. I got my education here, my higher education here at IU Columbus, and so it's the work that is being done with the Community Education Coalition. I think is really important work, and so I enjoy that work as well. I'm also a member of the Kiwanis Meridian Club, and so just being a part of the organizations in Columbus and giving back to a community that's given a lot to me is very important.
So speaking of giving back, the last time I was in this room, I got to talk with one of your mentors, yeah, and amazing Columbus guy, Tom Harmon. And yeah, I'd love to learn a little bit about some of the people that have really poured into you over the years.
Yeah. So Tom, obviously, to start off, has been a great mentor to me, somebody that I've looked up to, somebody that a lot of people know in the community. He's done a lot of great work over the years in the community, and so I've definitely looked up to him. He's poured a lot of resources into me, given me opportunities that that mean a lot to me, and so he's obviously one of the ones that I look up to. Tyshawn Allen is another one of my mentors. I'd call him a close friend, and so getting a chance to work closely day to day with Tyshawn has been great, and so that's another one of my mentors, along with James Euler, and again, somebody I get a chance to work with day to day, and so he's helped shape my career professionally, but also looked up to him on a personal level as well. So somebody that I really respect the way that he goes about his business, and so just try to take bits and pieces from all those mentors and many others that I didn't get a chance to mention to kind of to shape myself and kind of mold my game after them. So those are a few of the folks that have really meant a lot to me over the years.
Awesome. Well, we've been talking, pretty seriously and straightforward with kind of the initiative and things that are in the community. I want to do something fun for a second because Maddie from Turning Point's given me a couple things to ask a couple of our candidates. And, you and I both, grew up in the 2000s, right?
Yeah.
And so what do you remember about the 2000s, whether it was, fashion, culture, etc.? Like, take me to the 2000s.
Yeah, I mean, what a time. Pre-social media.
Right.
So the way that you knew when to be home was the sun was setting and that was time to go home. But the baggy clothes for me.
Baggy clothes,
that's
yes.
the thing that stands out. Everything had to be extra baggy. Shorts, shirts, everything was just extra baggy. So the baggy clothes for me was an era for sure. I definitely had all my outfits were baggy. So.
Yeah. Do you remember your first cell phone? Because we've got a 14-year-old and he just recently got a cell phone, and it's an iPhone, and iPhones weren't around,
right.
At that time. Do you remember like your first cell phone?
Yeah. So no smartphones. Had the prepaid, I think LG Envy flip phone.
Yeah. The flip phones.
Yeah. So. Again, no social media, no internet. It was essentially just to text my parents when I was done with extracurriculars.
Yeah.
Text my friends, and even then, it was more like it wasn't something that I really relied on. So,
yeah. And we didn't have that extra layer or pressure that social media sometimes brings for our kids today.
For sure. Yeah. So
take me back to athletics, because I know you were a really good football player.
Yeah.
And taking back to the 2000s of some of the special moments for you in extracurriculars or things with school.
Yeah, so definitely football was one of my main extracurriculars.
What position did you play?
I played both offense and defense. On offense, I played wide receiver, and on defense, I played cornerback.
Nice.
So for me, the stuff I don't miss is I don't miss getting hit or tackling.
Right.
My body
Yeah.
doesn't miss that, but I miss the camaraderie.
Yeah.
Those moments in the locker room, those moments, after practice, those moments when you get a chance to go over to your friend's house and
on the bus,
hang out on the bus.
Yeah.
Hopefully after a win.
Yeah.
Always better after a win than a loss, but those are the moments I miss. Just the bonding with my teammates, and I think football taught me a lot about life in general, and I think it's. There's a lot of lessons learned with teamwork and just pushing through when things aren't going your way, when there's adversity, how to handle adversity, how to take coaching, how to get along with different types of people across different backgrounds. And so I think football was something that I'll always be grateful that I participated in. I also ran track and field, and so that was. Again, something that I thought really challenged me. It was a lot of tough practices, but again, dealing with adversity. How do you stay calm during competition? And for me, it was always getting a chance to compete. Was something that I really enjoyed. So,
yeah, that's awesome.
Yeah.
Well, thanks for letting us get to know a little bit more about you. I know you do great work, and your company does here at Taylor Brothers. I mean, they've, as you use the word, put a stamp on the future of Columbus. You guys have done a lot of work in and around Columbus, and I'm excited about the work that you guys are partnering. I believe it's with Pepper at Maple Grove, and just doing some great things. Before we go, I want to encourage people, if you haven't already gotten your tickets, if you haven't asked your date to go to this Child Abuse Prevention Adult Prom through Turning Point, please get your tickets. I'm going to put a link here. You'll be able to see that you can vote for Shannon or other candidates, and then make sure to get your tickets and support that. I assume you probably have a date to this, right?
I do. Yeah, it's my wife.
Nice.
She's a rock star, Elizabeth James. So
Yeah.
I'm gonna shout her out for sure.
Yes.
So I'm looking forward to dressing up and raising money for child abuse prevention and Turning Point. So
Awesome.
Yeah.
And just with that, we're asking you to join us in pooling our resources. A lot of people can come together and give as much as we can to support our children in the community. Every single one of these dollars is going to affect our children and their ability to be empowered to notice some things that are not so right that might be happening either in their lives or in their friends' lives. And you can be a part of helping make Columbus the safest place to raise a child in America. And so, Shannon, thank you for being a part of this and for introducing yourself or reintroducing yourself to people in the community. I'm looking forward to doing this with you.
Absolutely. Thanks, Josh. Appreciate
Thank
it,
you.
man.
Appreciate
Thanks.
it.